Hey guys, morning. Beautiful day today. So a lot's gonna happen today. I'm actually going for a low light workshop at Cameras in Rosebank. Also gonna just try and make some content today. Hope it goes well. But first things first, we have to stop for coffee, so let's get that going. I know it's a bit weird, but it's pretty cold today in Joburg, so I got a chocolate freeze from Seattle. Thanks Cami, she just featured Seattle there. Sponsor us, we give you guys so much money. But then again, we do get free coffees, but anyway, not necessarily free from them, we just get loyalty points. But anyway, I digress. We just got here to Cameras and Photos LA, located in Rosebank Mall. So what we're doing here today is Henry Marsh is having a workshop for low light portraits. So what that entails is probably using LEDs to like do some light painting in the background while you actually properly exposing for your portrait or your model. So I thought that would be pretty cool because that's something I really want to do. We just came through two cameras that say I really love this place. It's very cool. Got some beautiful artwork. And yeah, just about to go sit down, just check it out, and then hopefully we can meet up with some new cool people.
Again, the kinds of things you want to think about when you're taking photographs. Be very, very intentional as to why you're using the certain things that we are. Okay, so chances are light's just overpowering our constant light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the power of the light. Okay, 1, 2, and 3.
So I know you guys probably saw those little quick snippets I took of the workshop. It's going pretty cool. There's some amazing slide setups. There's some few ideas I'd really like to try. It's pretty informative. A lot of questions I had, really wanted to ask someone, definitely been answered. Yeah, so he's just setting up like two different types of setups, so I think we can actually physically try out some techniques and stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty cool. I really want to try probably a drag shutter one. Yeah, so I'll show you a bit more tidbits of that. Maybe I can get him onto the vlog quickly, so we'll see how it goes. So that was the workshop with Henry. It was really informative, really great. I've actually have him here with me, and I have just two questions to ask him. I hope it's beneficial to you guys, and then just please give a like and follow to his page as well. So Henry, we just have two questions for you.
Yeah, dude, what's happening?
So first question is, why shouldn't people be afraid to try off-camera flashing? What would motivate them to actually go and try and do that? What motivated you to try off-camera flash?
So I think the biggest thing about off-camera flash is that you immediately separate yourself from the guys who are all natural light photographers. And you saw from the workshop today, there's so much that you can do with off-camera flash. You can change your environment, you can make a normal landscape look blue and then you just highlight a subject. So it really is, it just allows you to be so much more creative and expressive. So yeah, really, it's just about going out there and just playing around and having fun and just completely separating and segregating yourself from the guys who just shoot natural light.
Not great. You also brought up one thing in your workshop today, it's intent. I feel like a lot of us just go out and just shoot for the sake of it, not necessarily having an intention behind what we want to try and do. So can you elaborate just a bit more on what you mean by intention, and can you possibly give us an example?
Yeah, so I always speak about shooting with intention. So you do need to know sort of like, am I going out there? I want to create a portrait in this landscape. So you want to see sort of like an environmental portrait. What do you want to see in the background? I think I mentioned the camp framework, which is really taking into account your composition, your ambient lighting, what sort of modifiers you're going to be using, as well as how you're going to be photographing something. So it's always a good idea to just go in with some sort of idea of like what you want to create, so that you're not just creating something willy-nilly. You're not just taking your cell phone and just taking a walk-up shot and just shooting. You know, you actually want to be like, cool, do I want to create a powerful image? So if you want to do something, say for Women's Month, where you want to shoot someone who's really, really powerful, a really powerful woman, so you always know that your angle's got to be lower. You got to show them being bigger than life, so that you make them look really powerful. So always knowing that intention. If you want to play with colors, what does the color red mean? What does the color blue mean? What are you trying to convey? We discovered today in the workshop, using green made me feel like a villainous character. So I know that, like in future, if I ever want to do something about like the Green Goblin, I'm going to use the color green, or like a villain in any case. So yeah, always just use intention.
Hey guys, so yeah, big flop. My battery died while I was recording Henry Marsh's response to the questions, but yeah, I mean, pretty much he summed it up. Just be creative, just enjoy, just keep thinking out of the box. And yeah, I mean, that's the basics that you can do when it comes to photography. Anyone knows that you can be creative and stuff like that. Cool, so I'm just here at Seattle now. Just got myself some coffee, got myself something nice to eat. So what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to try and record my screen, show you some of the pictures I took. Okay, so I believe you guys can see my screen now. I'm just sharing some of the images I took on Lightroom. Didn't open up in Classic yet. So yeah, these are a few of the images. Just want to go through them quickly. This model was super professional, super good at showing emotion. This one here, I think it was great. I just think maybe the mark missed it when she leaned back because the light was set up at a specific point, but it still comes out pretty dramatic. We had a 3 light setup here, two 8200s and one speed light, all set at 1/16th power. We had 2 gels, I think 3 gels. It was one orange, one red, and one blue. So you can sort of determine which direction it was. If you actually want to, can you just maybe drop which direction each color was shooting from? That'll be a pretty cool little challenge for you guys. So yeah, let's just go back to the first image. Yeah, so I kind of messed up the highlights a bit slightly, but I think that was me on my settings. I must have changed something incorrectly, but on the shots that he took, Henry Marsh, I'm speaking of, came up like perfectly exposed, stuff like that. So yeah, we can actually see some of the shadows in the background as well. Can give you the proper colors as well, and yeah, it just hits it off nicely. So here's a nice small like fact or cue for it. If you mix the colors, if you hit it with red, it should have been proper red. If you hit it with blue, it should have been proper blue. And if you hit it with orange, it should have been even more orange. But if you match the colors, it actually balances out. So they don't cancel out. They kind of blend nicely to give it a perfectly skin exposed, perfectly good skin exposure. So that's why you can see it's sort of like her skin tone looks sort of natural here. And then the reds are just popping from the side. And then obviously the blues are coming in through her hair here. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to edit these images, but I just wanted to show you guys it was pretty decent. Yeah, it came out nice. I try to do something fancy here with sort of a foreground and background. So her arm is leading towards her face, which is the subject of the image, and then going into the background. As you can see, depending on how you frame and shoot, so this was shot at a 70mm focal length. Yeah, 70mm focal length, kind of compressed the background super nice. You can hardly see much of the shadows because it's hidden behind her actual body, but if we had went for a wider, we might have seen actually all of the shadows and stuff. Yeah, so I wanted to actually get the background nice and compressed. So yeah, we'll see how it comes out through the edits. Yeah, so obviously I'm gonna have to remove this. I think I should have moved a bit to the left, but yeah, I mean that's one of the best pieces of advice that he actually offered was to like actually ensure your model knows like what's going on, to talk to her, to obviously keep her feeling comfortable. So yeah, that's like one of the best advices that he really gave, especially when it comes to like posing models. Yeah, this shot here, I really dug it. It was pretty cool. I really think she hit this like fantastically. The only thing, like I obviously said before, was that maybe the actual point of where the middle light was hitting, she just slightly went left of that, so her face is not super like it's clear, but it's not like highlighted, like not exposed correctly. So you're kind of getting more of that reds, and it's just like touching the left side. So if she was like slightly to the center here, maybe it would have been a bit better. But I kind of dig it. I dig it. So yeah, I mean, if I had to go, I'd probably go to the original shot. Maybe bring it there, slightly up. Yeah, so somewhere there, keep it more central, and then try and get rid of all of these in Photoshop. Yeah, I think that's a pretty decent shot. Yeah. Cool, so those were the images from the shoot yesterday with Henry Marsh's workshop on low light portraits. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll share some of the edits on Instagram, the befores and afters. Hopefully you guys dig them. Please follow, like, subscribe to the channel. I really want to do more of these things, go for workshops, try and learn from people as much as I can. Try and introduce you to more people as well. Also, please check out my Instagram. I'm probably going to drop these images there. And yeah, thanks guys. Hope you have a good one, and cheers. Guys, hey guys, okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but apparently there we go, focus. Apparently I'm lonely. I can't go any closer than that, but I just bought an Americano and apparently I'm lonely. Yeah.